everybody, this is Carly Bell with Vitality Forever. I'm a corrective exercise specialist with a primary focus in neurodegenerative disorders and diseases. I also love to focus on senior mobility and movement. The things I talk about a lot with my clients are understanding your fascial slings, which is essentially the webbing that keeps you connected and in place, as well as how really truly everything you do in life is having a neural exchange. And so we want to be mindful of the fascial system with flexibility, the nervous system with coordination and cognitive functions, the strength to hold our structure in place, and of course cardiovascular fitness. I believe we need to focus on all four of those things in equal doses to have vitality. And so it's something that I practice with all of my people. Today's topic of discussion is not a simple cure, but it could be a cure if you're diligent and you're consistent. And what I mean by that is practicing it all the time and maintaining it versus trying to be reactive when the pain arises. So we're going to go through 3 different things that you can do if you've got sciatic issues that are running down your leg. Good news is that as you're starting to do these 3 exercises every single day consistently, you'll notice that hopefully if you're feeling at nerve pain down in the leg and maybe even in the toe, that it starts to slowly track closer and closer up towards the area of the back that's really causing the issue. Oftentimes, it's that space between the L4 and L5 area where the disc is dealing with a herniation and the fluid of the disc, the sac, is pushing out into the nerve. So, here's some easy releases that are fairly comfortable and you should get immediate feeling of relief. I'm going to take 2 pillows, and I'm really close to you guys. Okay, so I'm in my house, and I'm going to lay on either a floor or a bed. The floor is preferred because it's a harder surface, and you can stack up the pillows as high as you need depending on your pain level. And as your pain becomes more localized and starts to slowly stop, you'll reduce how many pillows you have underneath of you. So I'm going to start off with just 2. Now in this position, I am going to just lay my hips directly and my stomach directly on top of it. Right about there. And then I'm going to wiggle my hips out and kind of melt down. And you can see that now my lower back and my sacral area right here is now up. It doesn't have the same curve that I originally laid down with. I'm instead just relaxed over top of this, and I love using the imagery of pouring a can of wet paint over a balloon. I just surrender and envelop the pillows. Let my body go. Now I would suggest holding this from 2 to 5 minutes to get a release. Very good. So this is 1. Number 2 that we'll talk about today is going to be high cobra lifts. So I'm going to remove the pillows, and this is more of an exercise in itself. You are going to put your elbows underneath of your shoulders, not in front of your shoulders, and your forearms on the ground. Your forearms are spaced out at 11 o'clock position, meaning that they look like 11s and they're not, your hands aren't turned in towards each other, internally rotating your shoulders. So keep your hands and your forearms straight. From here, you're going to concentrate in squeezing your back muscles and elevate. You are not trying to do a tricep push-up. This is the back muscles engaging to lift you up. And maybe I'm going to just do about 20 of these, concentrating on what I feel, because if I'm not conscious about my feel and I'm just into action, I'm most likely really disconnected and not doing it correctly. Keep that in mind. Okay, so you'll do that several times. I said about 20 if you feel safe enough to do it. If not, just hold and stay where you are and just concentrate and practice using your back muscles. So those muscles that line against your vertebrae, we want to keep them nice and strong so the vertebrae get the support that they need to stay in the correct positions. Okay, now from here, exercise is going to be the chicken wing. So this next one here is pretty simple, but all you're going to do is hike your knee up and out to the side. And then try to wiggle your inner thigh flat down against the floor so that your hip bones are square to the ground as well. You can be down or you can be up depending on your comfort level and the severity of your pain. From here, you just stay. You just relax, you hang out 2 to 5 minutes on one side, change it back, and then go to the other side for 2 to 5 minutes. And change it back. Good. Third exercise is going to be a frog position if you feel safe. So, I'm going to come up. My knees are going to separate out wide, and then I am going to have a support system underneath of me. So I can use as many pillows as necessary to just envelop my body. And this is all I'm going to do for right now, is just hang out. Okay. These are your 3 tips for today about the sciatic nerve. There is a plethora of more exercise, but this is just 3 for you to practice. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach me. You can just send me a direct email at Carly, C-A-R-L-Y, at vitalityforever.org, or find me on the web. I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.